Alright, hope you're doing well. Join us on this video. Just checking I wasn't going to burn my ass on the cooker. We're talking about golf instruction and the gears specifically, and a few people that have been involved in analysing golf swings. And if you've watched the video Be Better Golf about what happens at the top of the backswing, and talk about going into the proverbial rabbit hole, I think we need to all calm the heck down about golf swings. Golf swings are motion, it's fluid, it's moving. If you dare watch the Be Better Golf video that I'm talking about, I'll probably try and link it in the description. Your head is going to quite literally explode. Overcomplication, concepts that even a physics tutor would struggle with comprehending or understanding. Put them all together and then ask yourself this question: why is everybody getting worse at golf, and why is no one improving, and why 99% of all golfers that take up golf probably give up within a year? Because there is no logical way to learn this game. And everybody's swing, everybody's hands, everybody's arms, everybody's body is a different shape, different size. You hold them slightly differently, and obviously anything that you do to affect the club, to square it to the ball, will be different for each and every swing. It's the same as your fingerprint. It's going to be identical only to you. Now, the ship's moving today. So I just think that golf instruction, and you could see the guy's frustration, the guy that runs the channel, Be Better Golf, his head was exploding, and he wanted to say, well, you just tell us what happens in layman's terms. But I don't think he wanted to offend the guy that was on. He's a very talented golf coach professional, swing guru. But these guys are like selling a dream. And I just don't get it, why they've got to be so elusive about what they're doing. This game is not a complicated game. The ball is sitting on the grass, it doesn't move. You've got to advance the ball in the direction of a little thing called a green with a flag in it, in a hole, and the ball's got to go in the hole, avoiding bunkers, hopefully, water, and hitting the fairways. Now, everything we learn with our hands and fingers and eyes, we visualise first, and we have to all get in the habit of standing behind that ball for, it doesn't even take that long, 15 seconds. Now, if you actually watch a clock for 15 seconds, that becomes a long period of time. But if you think about 15 seconds, it doesn't seem enough time, does it? But I guarantee you, you've got to play this game fluidly, quickly, and know exactly where you want that ball to go. No guesswork, no over the ball and just, it's going to go down the middle. I'm sorry, but it's not going to go freaking anywhere you're thinking it's going to go unless you stand behind it, look at where you want the ball to go, picture the ball flying through a window and ending up at the target. Whatever that target is, it's up to you to pick the target, right? Once you've got that in there, you've visualised it, you've seen it, you walk in, you hit it. That should all be done in 30 seconds. Any longer, you're going to second guess yourself. Now, in certain circumstances, you'll be longer because the lie you've never seen a lie like it. It's horrendous. So you've got to have a couple of little practice swings in the rough to try and gauge how you think, how much effort you're going to have to put in to get the ball out. That type of thing. So that might take 45 seconds to a minute. That's in the most time you should take. The more time you take to do anything, the more time you've got to confuse that your brain just wants you to go. Right? It just wants you to free yourself and go. Everything's got to be relaxed. You start getting tension. It's not going to happen. So, I dare you to watch that Be Better Golf video, and you'll understand what I'm talking about, which is, and why golf gets a bad name, with the terminology, the stuff they're talking about, it is absolutely got, you can go into this in as much detail as you want, and analysis through paralysis, because your brain is only gonna, and here's how your brain works. We've all got a computer, we've all got a phone. Now, if you're sitting and you're typing a message on a keyboard, nothing is happening while you're typing apart from the message is being typed. Nothing actually happens till you hit enter or send. Right? That's exactly what happens with your brain. Unless you can get into the habit of seeing, that's the typing part, knowing exactly where you want the ball to go, and obviously you've got to have a fundamental knack of aiming. So that's one of the fundamental sort of things you need to get good at, is aiming. And then you hit enter, right? As quick as you can, you hit enter, and that's your go, right? Now, our journey through this whole swing thing really changed when we decoded, and this is why we're in this format, we decoded what Hogan actually did, and actually was such a great player. And to be fair, Hogan's decode of this was completely by accident. It's the railway lines. We've all been taught, and we all believe, that if we stand on the first railway line and we bend over, that's going that way, and then the railway line for your club, that's going to the target, right? And if you swing on those two lines, the ball will go where, you with me, right? Now, Hogan decoded this and realised that because everything's moving in your body, and because you have got to turn back away, back to the target, come down and then through and up, and you've got to move in balance, but you're moving your weight. You can see if I move my weight, I'm moving up and down, but I'm pretty much staying kind of central over the ball. Because if you start try timing that under pressure, timing it, you might get the odd one. But if you start going like this off the ball, you've added this massive, you can actually change your weight and stay centred up and down using ground force. Hogan's decode was amazing. So your feet are here on this line, and your ball's here on this line. So say the ball's up here, right? And your feet are here. And Hogan's decode was 1 o'clock. So from this point here, you draw a line right up. It's a 45-degree line on a 90. But it intersects the ball at 45-degree angle up here, right? So he would swing back, and then he's shallowing, his elbow's coming in, and everyone's going out at 1 o'clock. But the club face is square to the 90. Ball goes straight. Every time. And until you click with that visualization, what I'm saying to you about like setting up and looking down the target and seeing where you want it to go, you've got to know that on the way back, this happens, and it's what everyone talks about. Everyone wants, the Be Better Golf started going into how, everyone wants shallowing. You see, 1 o'clock is shallowing. And when you're swinging the towel, and you're getting it going, and you're doing that, affecting this move, which is out on the 1 o'clock, right? But you're not thinking about it. You're not doing anything in your cognitive brain once the club starts in motion. It's ooh, what happened? Now, even your brain can't comprehend what happened in that, right? The only thing your brain has any feedback on is, oh, the ball went straight then, or oh, the ball went left, or oh, the ball went right. You with me? You cannot diagnose through a swing what actually happened. Unless you video it and watch it back, you might get an inkling. But 9 times out of 10, you've not really done much wrong. All you've done is get out of sync, be too erratic in your tempo, giving yourself probably too many compensations. Every swing, every individual swing has, I don't know how many compensations, because no one has got a perfect Iron Byron golf swing, right? You might like to think they have, but we're back to the individual fingerprint. And if you think you can control that, you've got a lot of problems. You can control everything up until that point, but you've got to get this through, that you are about to set that little ball free. The ball's sitting there, and the ball's saying, hit me now. And you're just setting it free, right? And you are trying, to the best of your abilities, to visualise where the ball's going to go. Right, classic example is tennis. Tennis is a lot harder than golf. The ball's moving, and the ball can be moving, if Djokovic is hitting it, 120 mile an hour towards you. 120 mile an hour towards you, and you've got to hit it over a net into a corner, which you might just see for a millisecond. There's the little corner I want to hit. The ball's already at you, you've already hit it, and it's gone exactly where you peripherally saw. How do you think you managed that? Well, I'll tell you what, you didn't stop and think about it for 5-10 minutes. And then execute it. You executed that like faster, almost, than you executed all that faster than that. Right? That's what you've got to do with golf. But the hard part about golf is, unlike tennis, the ball's not coming towards you at 120 mile an hour. Golf is completely reactional to a static ball. There's your problem. You've got to get your brain trained, tuned, to think of that ball as not being static. You've actually got to think of that ball almost being invisible. You've got to think about the club just getting in the way. And why does the rope and the towel work? Because you are training yourself to swing with no perceived impact. You're swinging, and then it transfers to your golf swing. Swing. It's a swing. It's not a hit. It's a swing. Get the swing, right? And get it in through the ball. It's like a punch. You're going to punch somebody. Bang. You don't go bang to just touch them. Oh, you're thinking about punching somebody about 4 feet beyond them. so that your energy is going through them. You're hitting them. Same with the ball. Energy's got to go through it. It's got to go. And it's 99% up here. Between the 3 inches, 6 inches in between your ears. Tom Watson said it, probably everyone. Lee Trevino, Seve, all of them, they all knew. How do you think Seve was able to hit all those shots? Tiger, when he's in trouble. Visualisation, eh? You've got to know what you want in the ball and how you want it going round that tree, you want it going through that gap. You want it going through that, as his caddy said to Seve, that's smaller than a letterbox. You know, and Seve had it through it. But he had to pull off that shot, he had to, like, tell his brain and focus in like a sniper on, like, the smallest, like, miss point. And that's really hard to do, because you've got to really train yourself to do that. That's what I'm telling you, 5-10 minutes mental imagery is going to help your game faster than all these, like, just, you know, it's mind-boggling. The stuff they think is going to help your game. No wonder folk are just struggling, like, with golf. You know, 9 pros out of 10 don't necessarily play slow because of the things I've been telling you taking too long to, you know, think about things. They're playing slow because the whole field is slow. You know, they're stopping for galleries, they're stopping for clicks, they're stopping for noises, they're backing off shots because they get this, and then it just backs up, right? Most pros would like to just keep walking, hit, keep walking, hit, keep walking, hit, keep walking, hit, no even thinking about anything. Before you know it, they've shot a 61, 63, 64. The hard part for a professional is they can't do that. They've got too many distractions, they've got too many things going on. You maybe get a 3 ball with one guy who's slow, the other 2 are fast, and they can't get into a rhythm. So they've got to slow everything down. And when you slow everything down, you've actually got to slow everything that you want to happen down. When you're much more effective, if you see it fast, hit it fast. Now, I'm not talking about, like, you know, hitting it. I'm just talking about do everything, like, you know, so you've got this, you know. It's rhythm, tempo, timing, and like I say, it's all in here. So I hope this has really helped you, because the mumbo jumbo that is going about on YouTube now about what happens during a swing, if you think you can, there's a swing, if you think you can control anything during that, you are never going to, it's impossible. Right, impossible. So you know, you might need to watch this again to fully click with it. You might need to be brave enough to watch what I'm actually highlighting about Be Better Golf. And then it's not just him though. I singled that out because it was so obviously, like, it's just mind-boggling till you watch that. I could explain it to you about his forces, his torques, everything, but honest to goodness, within 30 seconds you'll be like, really? He just asked you a simple question. What happens at the top? You know, what should we be doing at the top? I mean, you need to watch it to see just how, I'm not going to say it's bad. I'm just going to say it's completely unnecessarily overcomplicated. If I had anything to say to these gears guys and cogs guys, it's fine knowing the exact plot of something, but if you go on Google Maps or anything to get to A to B, there will be an infinity from A to B chances of going there. to get from A to B. Same in golf. You could be anywhere, absolutely anywhere, and be perfect at impact. There's not a right way or a wrong way. And to say that you literally could be here and be any fucking where and be perfect at impact. The thing is, you need to know what you want the ball to do, where you want the ball to go. Let's get back to the basics, please. Before, I wonder why, if you look at everybody's handicap, I know the new handicap system ain't great, but everybody's handicap's going up. Is it any wonder? I mean, anywho's, thanks for watching. Hope this really helps you. Check back the other videos, you'll see what we're talking about. And you'll see there's only two things that your hands do. This hand does that, and this hand does that along here. And really, you can do any multitude of things. That's all I've got to say. Honestly. Right. See you next time.